Students, Class 8AB Biology, Chapter 1, Part 1. Short and precise. Show the following processes in the form of flow charts. Number 1. Absorption of water and minerals. Absorption of water and minerals. The root system of plants consists of a main branch from which lateral roots with root hair arises. Each root hair has a permeable outer cell wall and a semi-permeable cell membrane. Water enters into the root hair from the soil through the process of osmosis. Number 2. Transport of water and minerals. Water in the ground goes to the root, absorbed by root hair cells, goes to root cortex cells, pulled up by xylem, upward movement to the cells in the leaves, diffuses through the stomata and leaves. Number B. Give reasons for the following statements. Diffusion and osmosis are different processes. Diffusion and osmosis are different processes because diffusion takes place in the absence of a semi-permeable membrane and osmosis takes place in the presence of semi-permeable membrane. Number 2. The concentration of minerals is more inside the root hair than in the soil. Still, root hair absorbs them. The root hair absorbs both water and minerals from the soil. The concentration of minerals is more inside the root hair than in the soil. Still, root hair absorbs them due to the process called active transport. Number 3. Transpiration is lower on a humid day. Transpiration is lower on a humid day because the air already contains a lot of moisture. 4. Elements like zinc and manganese are known as micronutrients. Elements like zinc and manganese are known as micronutrients because these elements are required by plants in small quantities. C. Answer in short. What is the role of vascular tissue? Vascular tissues are the tissues that perform the function of transport of materials in plants through xylem and phloem. 2. Write the two main functions of roots. The two main functions of roots are as follows. Fix the plants to the soil, absorb water and minerals from the soil. 3. Name the processes by which plants absorb water and minerals from the soil. The processes by which plants absorb water and minerals from the soil are osmosis, active transport, and diffusion. 4. Why do root hair need to be replaced daily? Root hair need to be replaced daily because they are delicate and are easily damaged. 5. What is the importance of transpiration in plants? Transpiration is important to the plants for the following reasons: cooling effect, transportation of food. Name any two micronutrients and two macronutrients. Any two macronutrients are carbon and hydrogen. Any two micronutrients are iron and copper. At length, explain the following terms. Vascular system. Vascular system is a system that is composed of conducting tissues or vascular tissues forming special tubes called xylem and phloem. 2. Osmosis. Osmosis is the process in which water molecules move from an area where they are more in number to an area where they are less in number through a semi-permeable membrane. 3. Ascent of sap. Ascent of sap is the upward movement of sap that contains water and minerals from the roots towards the outer part of the plant. 4. Transpirational pull. When water is lost through leaves, a suction force is created which pulls up water from the xylem of roots to the stem and then to the leaves. Number B. Differentiate between the following: xylem and phloem. Xylem transports water and minerals. Phloem transports food. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels and xylem parenchyma. Phloem consists of sheaf tube companion cells and phloem parenchyma. Xylem made up of dead cells. Phloem made up of living cells. Xylem, these tissues move unidirectional, only in one direction upward movement, and this tissue move in a bidirectional, both ways up and down. Osmosis and diffusion. Osmosis. Only water or another solvent can move from a region of higher concentration to lower concentration. Any type of substance can move from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration. It requires a semi-permeable membrane. It has no need of a semi-permeable membrane. It takes place only in a liquid medium. It takes place in any medium, solid, liquid or gases. Example, shrinkage of potato slice when kept in concentrated sugar solution. Spreading of ink when a drop of it is put in a glass of water. Number 3. Transpiration and translocation. Transpiration is the evaporative loss of water from the aerial parts of plant. Translocation is the transportation of synthesized products in a plant. Transpiration always occurs against the gravity. Translocation does not always occur against gravity. Number 4. Tracheids and sieve tubes. Tracheids do not have end plates. Sieve tubes have perforations at the end plates which make them a tube-like long structure. Answer in detail. 1. What are root hairs? Mention the functions performed by them. Root hairs are outgrowths of the outermost layer of root. Root hairs increase the surface area for absorption of water and nutrients from the soil. Next, explain the following terms as active transport. Again, you just write the definition of active transport, the process by which molecules of minerals move from an area of low concentration to an area of high concentration by using energy. Number 2. How does transportation of mineral takes place in plants? In plants, transportation of minerals takes place to the xylem cells from soil to the leaves. The root cells obtain ions from the soil, which creates a difference in the concentration of ions between the roots and soil. Thus, there is a continuous water movement in the xylem to the process of osmosis. Number 3. Discuss the role of transpiration in ascent of sap. Evaporation of water molecules from the cells of a leaf creates a suction which pulls water from the xylem cells of root. Thus, transpiration helps in the absorption and upward movement in it from roots to the leaves. Number 5. Write a note on xylem and phloem. Xylem is a vascular tissue extending throughout the length of plant. It helps in the transport of water molecules and dissolved substances from the roots to the aerial parts of the plant. It consists of tracheids, vessel elements and xylem parenchyma. Tracheids. These are elongated dead cells of xylem. They have thick walls that consist of pits through which water and minerals flow. Vessels. These are tube-like long projections which are open at both ends and water and minerals are transported through these channels. Xylem parenchyma. It is the only living component of xylem tissue that stores reserved food materials like starch and fat. Phloem. Phloem is the vascular tissue that runs alongside the xylem tissue and helps in the transport of food from leaf to root cells or developing flowers. It consists of sheaf cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibres. Sheaf cells. These are long narrow tubes with perforated sheaf plates. The function of these tissues is to transport food nutrients from the leaves to all other tissues of the plant. Companion cells. These are nucleated cells present next to sheaf elements. They do not participate in translocation. However, they carry out metabolic functions required for the prolongation of sheaf elements. Phloem parenchyma. These are located near the finest branches of sheaf tubes in leaf veinlets and is concerned with storage of starch, fat and other organic food material. Phloem fibres. These are flexible long cells that mainly provide support. Answer number 4. Describe the factors which affect the rate of transpiration. The factors which affect the rate of transpiration are time of the day. The stomata and leaves are open during the daytime and are closed at night. Thus, more transpiration takes place during the daytime. Temperature. Higher the temperature, faster is the rate of transpiration. Therefore, transpiration is faster on hot days as compared to cold days. Humidity. Transpiration is lower on a humid day because the air already contains a lot of moisture. Wind. Wind increases the rate of transpiration since water evaporates faster from the leaves on a windy day. Light. Light increases the rate of transpiration as light causes the stomata to open. Number 6. What are essential elements? How are they classified? The elements which are required by an organism in large numbers are called essential elements. They are classified in two categories: macronutrients. These elements are required by plants in large quantities, example hydrogen, oxygen. Micronutrients. These elements are required by plants in small quantities, example iron and copper. So here students, we have finished chapter 1 question answers. Thank you.